Although writing code snippets in the browser is a quick way to test short programs, for larger projects and professional development, a code editor is essential. A code editor provides a convenient environment for writing, debugging, and managing code. One of the most popular code editors is Visual Studio Code, VS Code for short. First, you will need to install Visual Studio Code on your computer. Download the installer from the official website, choosing the version specific for your operating system. Follow the installation instructions, and once installed, open Visual Studio Code. Next, let's create a folder for our project. You can name this folder anything you like, for example, My JS Project. After creating the folder, open it in VS Code by clicking on File in the menu, then Open Folder, and selecting your newly created folder. Inside your project folder, you'll need an HTML file. In the Explorer panel on the left side of VS Code, click the New File icon and name this file index.html. In the newly created index.html file, put the mouse on the first line and then type Shift+1 and press Enter. This will autocomplete the following HTML code. Now, put the mouse inside the body section. Type H1 and press Enter. Inside the H1 tag, type Hello World. Now, go to your project folder and double-click the index.html file. This will open the file in the browser. Congratulations! You've just created your first website with a Hello World message printed. Head to the Explorer panel again and add another file. This time name is script.js. This will be our JavaScript file. In the newly created file, type console log hello from script.js. Now we need to instruct the HTML page to run code from that file. In the HTML file, under our Hello World message, add this line: script with source script.js. Save all files and head to the browser. Refresh the page. Open the debug console with F12. Now you can see the message Hello from script.js printed in the console. This setup works great, but every time we make a change in our code, such as Hello Jane instead of Hello World, we have to refresh the browser to see the results. Let's add one more step so we don't have to manually refresh the page every time we make a change in our code. One of the best features of VS Code is its extensions. We will use the Live Server extension to run a local development server and see our changes live. To install this extension, open VS Code and click on the extensions icon on the activity bar on the side of the window. In the search bar, type Live Server, and you should see Live Server extension. Click on Install. Once you have the extension installed, right-click anywhere in the index.html file and select Open with Live Server. Your default web browser will open, displaying the HTML page. Now, when we change anything in our code and save, like Hello World and Jane, we instantly see the changes in the browser without manually reloading. For more extensive JavaScript work, you'll often want to run scripts directly in Visual Studio Code. This is where Node.js comes in handy. First, you need to install Node.js on your computer. Visit the Node.js official website and download the LTS, long-term support, version for your operating system. Once you have the installer, run it and follow on-screen instructions. After the installation is complete, you will want to verify that Node.js have been installed correctly. Open a terminal in Visual Studio Code by going to the View menu and selecting Terminal. In the terminal, type Node V and press Enter. This command checks the version of Node.js installed on your system. You should see a version number displayed confirming that Node.js is installed. You may have to restart Visual Studio Code to see an effect. Visual Studio Code also allows you to run script files in the debug console. In Visual Studio Code, select Run, Run without debugging, or press Ctrl plus F5 to run the script directly in VS Code. You will be prompted to choose an environment configuration. Select Node.js from the list of options. Now, you should see the result of our script, Hello from script.js, printed in the debug console. By following these steps, you have successfully set up Node.js and configured Visual Studio Code to run JavaScript files. Now, we can move on to learning more about control flow in JavaScript.